Hi everyone, Tara here with the Upcycle Girls. I am here with a new product review and I'm really excited to show this one to you guys. I actually started using this product a couple years ago and I haven't done it on a kitchen yet, but this was one of the ideas I had for any of you that are cabinet painters or even in your own home. This would be something awesome to have on hand. Now this kitchen was painted about 3.5 years ago, and there's just some little dings and scratches on it that I want to go ahead and fix up today. And I'm going to do that with the Prevail aerosol sprayer. Now I did use a water-based paint on here, and I can put a water base in here, and this bottom part is glass, and you can mix your paint in the bottom and spray it out. It's just like an aerosol can, super easy to use, and yeah, so what I have to do first though, before I do anything, is I have to clean up the areas and do a little scuffing. And then I'm also going to tape off so I don't get any overspray on anything, because it's just like using a spray can, only in a custom color. The other awesome part is I have this. This is all I had to carry in today, and my canvas, for my painting canvas. So this is going to be really light and easy, something you can keep on hand. So I'm going to go ahead and get these prepped, and then you can come back and watch me do the touch-up. Okay, so I have everything cleaned. I used a 50-50 mix of denatured alcohol and water. I scuffed it first to make sure that there's no like lumps, so you wouldn't see the outline. So I did a little scuff, then I cleaned it with 50-50 mix of denatured alcohol and water with a Marlon pad. And I'll put all this in the links so that you guys know. And then I also just wiped everything down to get all the dust off. So, and then as you can see, I taped it off, because this does have distressing on the edges, so I didn't want my overspray to get on the edges, so I just went ahead and taped it off. I'm going to touch up this spot here. Okay, so now onto the Prevail sprayers. These come in packs of 2, so you get 2 glass jars and 2 refill aerosol, air, I think it's called air. So I have 3 jars here though. So one is filled with water, and that's the one that I use to clean. One is my paint, and then the other one is my top coat. So the one with the paint, when you put your paint in here, you'll have to make sure that you do dilute it. I did about 50% paint, 50% water, and then mixed it up real good. You can do almost anything in these though. I mean, you can put lacquer in these, you can put anything in them as long as it's the correct consistency. So, okay, so you want to make sure that you do not shake it while it's on here. That's what these tops are for. You can go ahead and give it a little shake, mix up your color, or you could do like I like to do and just have one of these painter's things handy and just mix it up inside. Your rag handy, and then I'm going to go ahead and take it off the water one. Now these do also come with a filter on the bottom. I take the filter off because when I do put my paint in, I already filter it. Okay. Now because this is going to be diluted with water, you do want to make sure that you do light coats. Right. And then I also have a blow dryer handy so that it can speed up my process a little bit. Plug that in. Now I'm going to do another light coat. Perfect. and do some touch-up that I have up here too while that's drying. So one of the best tips that I can give you when you're doing touch-ups on really anything is that your fingers are going to tell you so much more than your eyes. You rub your finger across something, and if you can feel it indented, it's going to look indented after you're done painting. So sometimes your eyes, you can't really see it, but once you rub your finger across it, you can tell. Okay, so we're ready for one more final coat of paint and drying, and then we can move on to the top coating. Now you can keep like a piece of cardboard or something in your little kit just to give it a spritz to make sure that it's spraying okay before you go ahead and put it on your actual project. But this does have a really nice mist to it. Doesn't get too chunky or anything like that. It looks really nice. Works really good. So I will definitely be keeping these on hand just for my own kitchen, doing light touch-ups when, you know, things with kids happen and dogs and that sort of thing. Okay, so now I'm going to move this over back into the water one, and I'm just going to clean it out. I'm just going to spray it right into my rag to give it till it runs clean. No more color. Okay, should be good with that. And now I'm going to move it over to my top coat. Wipe it down nicely so you don't get any colorant in your top coat. Okay. So now as long as this is nice and dry, I am going to give it a really light scuff. Make sure it's dry first. Just to kind of blend it out, make sure my top coat then will blend into the other top coat that's on there. All right, that looks good. Okay. There we go. Now my top coat I use is ML Campbell, and I do have it 20% thin because it already is a little bit thinner. This one's dry up here. I can give this one a really light scuff. And go ahead and do the top coat. All right. I will share the after pictures of these two so you can see it up close. Just exactly how well this worked. I mean, this is awesome, and this is saving a lot of time from brushing all that on, and especially if you're spraying your paint on, you're not going to want to come back and do a touch-up with brushing it on. It's not going to look right. Or you could take the doors off and bring them back to your shop and respray them, or tape everything off and spray them there. But this is a lot easier of a solution to just have something this handy and something this small. So let me know what you think. Let me know also if you have any questions. I'd love to answer them. And that's it for today. Thanks.